Hi, I was gonna put this video at the end of some other video, but I thought it was important enough to be by itself. So these are questions to ask someone to get closer to them as fast as possible. First of all, let me say this, fuck small talk. Small talk sucks. It's really boring and you keep repeating the same thing, especially if you're meeting a bunch of people over and over again. And it's really surface level things that people don't really care about at all. Also, people would rather talk about deep questions and deep topics than anything else. So why not just skip to the good stuff? Deep questions are just simply better. And the remedy to small talk is deep questions. And people like to tell their stories. However, you don't want to just meet someone and be like, hi, so how was your childhood? You don't want to do that. So I've split this into questions that you can ask when you just met someone and questions to ask the next time you meet someone, when you're having a slightly deeper conversation to get to know the person better for a more authentic relationship. So, questions to ask when you just met. Number 1, are you working on anything exciting recently? This is coming straight from Vanessa Van Edwards. She was really right about this. People don't want to be associated to the job that they do, but they do want to talk about projects that they're doing. Like me with this. I rather talk about these extra projects that I'm doing on the side than my job as a corporate slave. So this kind of goes around the job thing, what do you do, the stupid small talk question, and gets to the exciting things that the people actually want to talk about. Working on anything exciting recently. Number 2, do you have any goals for this year? This is again from Vanessa Van Edwards. This is important because you want to hang out with people that have goals, hopefully. If you're not a goal person and you just like whatever, moving along with life, that's fine too. You don't have to have goals and look for someone that also has goals. You can just look for someone that doesn't. Whatever, it is what it is. But if you are a goal-oriented and growth-oriented person, then the goal question is pretty good. Number 3. What would you do if you had all the money in the world? This is one of my favorite questions because this is how you find out what the person's all about, what they actually want to do with their time if they didn't have to spend it on making money and surviving. And for me, this question would be like travel the world and, you know, make life better for people that I care about and all these things. And like the answer to this question really tells you what this person wants to do. So it's a good way to get to know them. Number 4, what can you talk about for hours? AKA, what are you passionate about? It's better to ask what can you talk about for hours, because when you say what are you passionate about, passion is such a buzzwordy thing that it's going to distract them. What can you talk about for hours really tells you their favorite thing that they think about most often. So for me, that would be science, a lot of sciencey things, a lot of travel things, my hobbies, working out, all these things. So what can you talk about for hours really tells you how this person thinks and spends their time mostly. You know what I mean? It really tells you what they care about, what they're passionate about. And lastly, number 5, who are your favorite people in the world? This, tells you also who this person is and what they're obsessed with and what they value. If they say someone like some Instagram model or Kim Kardashian or whatever, you know that they're more like looking for reality TV and surface level things and whatever. If they say philosophers and scientists, you know that they're philosophy type people. If they say adventurers and movie stars, and you kind of figure out what they care about based on who their favorite people in the world are. And it's like that question of who would you have dinner with if you could have dinner with anyone. It's kind of like that. So it just tells you what they care about in life and who they think is really cool. And if who you think is really cool matches with who they think is really cool, That would be really cool. Anyways, now let's get into 5 questions that you can ask when you get a little deeper into the conversation. When you meet them for the second, third, whatever time that you feel comfortable asking these questions, ask them to kind of deepen your relationship with them. So you can ask about high points in their life and low points in their life. People love to talk about good times in their lives, and it's a little harder talking about shitty times of their life, but also if they've gained something out of it, they would love to talk about that too. So it's a good question to get to know this person a little more deeply and what they've been through and what they've achieved and all these things. Number 2, you can just simply ask about their life story. What are you all about? Tell me your story. And people like talking about it more than you think. It is a little open-ended, but it's doable. Number 3, what are you really proud of? So this allows them to talk about themselves, which people love to do. And I recommend that you listen more than you speak, but someone has to speak, so let them speak. Next, number 4, if these 5 years were a chapter, what would it be about for you? So let them tell the theme of their past few years. They might like talking about it, they might not. Either way, you're going to gain something, and you're going to get to know them a little better. And last one, which I really like, what would you do if you weren't afraid? This really digs deep into someone to kind of expose what their fears are and what they would like to achieve if they weren't afraid to. For me, it would be to start this YouTube channel, but I'm doing it now, thankfully. But this question really digs deep into someone, so keep it in your back pocket. It could stimulate some really constructive and cool conversations. And then like a bonus question that you could ask if you like, this is a little interviewee, I don't like it that much. In a year, what would you like to celebrate? It is a little interview, as I said. I don't like it that much. I didn't put it in the main 5, but it's not bad. You could use it if you want. You can also ask about their childhood, but I feel like that's a little deeper than you want it to be. Anyways, here's 10 questions, 5 for each instant of meeting someone. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.